Hi, my name's Erica.
And I'm Kevin.
Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Accio
Accio Wip.
Wip.
I did the head tick. Eek.
I
Okay, this is number 20.
no idea.
Yes, we're in our 20s. We're officially adults now.
I'm 20
Yeah.
plus
Well,
30.
I guess officially is 18, but
Dinner's almost ready.
the Instapot went off. Uh, I consider 20 really being an adult. So, well,
Not it.
21's when you can do whatever you want, but you should be old enough by 20 to know right from wrong. So,
You should.
you should. Anyway, we just got done with the
The Jingle Ball.
Jingle Ball. I forgot to put that. I have the same shirt except in blue, but forgot to put it on.
I
I've been
didn't
out. I've been outside making jerky, so
because he's a jerk.
well, jerky for jerks. Um, yeah, I'm prepping to go to Phoenix tomorrow morning for work, not pleasure, but I'm hoping to meet up with my oldest daughter and see my grandbaby again and my son-in-law. But you never know with work. It can happen. I'm hoping it happens, and it might not. When you go with a group of people, we're kind of doing.
It's a group mentality.
Well, let me put it this way: if you watched last episode, I said we had a lot of work issues, or I was on a lot of calls. We're rethinking the whole platform there. So we're gonna have a little think tank um, session, which is gonna be in Phoenix because some people are in Texas and here and there, and Phoenix is kind of the central place. So we're all flying over there, and we're gonna spend a week together, locked up in a room, and come up with a good solution and fix this thing permanently, so nobody's on 16-hour phone calls. So
Or 3-day phone calls.
well, 16-hour days for 3 days straight or more. I was on longer than that, but anyway, um, yeah, Jingle Ball,
That was fun.
lots of fun.
Yep.
Um,
We only
we
went into one or two stitching rooms, but we enjoyed watching
the main hall,
the main hall.
the entertainment there, the
Yeah,
meet and greets. We jumped into a few of the
a few of those.
meet and greet tables or what meet and stitch tables. We did get to
We did a few classes. I did a Biscornu class and a
the block party.
block party
Yep.
class.
And I did the pins,
Pin making and
the pin making one, and I did the pillow making one from Tracy from Ink Circles, which was a little different take on how to make a pillow, which I enjoyed immensely. Um, I mean, I know how to make a pillow, but her way is a little different, but it was kind of like making a pillow, but it just reinsured what I know in my head the way to do it, since I haven't made a pillow yet. Um,
I
just
think you
kind
could
of,
do it
boosted the positivity that I could do it myself. So,
instead of making me do it.
well, I wouldn't make you do it anyway. I would have fumbled through it, and then I've been asking her lots of questions, but I would have done it. I'm not scared of the sewing machine, so.
Yeah, the first few times he did these things.
Oh, I did grime guards. I'm a
Yeah.
master at grime guards.
First few times he did grime guards, it's like, Erica, what do you do? Erica, what
Yeah.
do you do?
Well,
How do you do this?
I don't know her machine. It's so fancy. It's so many buttons and computerized, and it beeps and boops at you.
It was kind of like when you first sew with the kids, and it's like, okay, you can press this button, and so they press the cut button, and then it's like, okay, now you can press this button, and
See what I'm saying? It's all computerized. It is. Oh my god. There's a like. Oh, never mind. I don't want to go into it, but there's lots of buttons, and I'm a technical person, but it beeps and boops and does this, and then it's actually really cool, and I'm really starting to get comfortable with it. Um, so it might end up being mine, not hers, and then we can have sewing machine number 8 around here. But um,
yeah, I'm kind of going back to the featherweight. So
I told you I would. I actually want to use her featherweight. I like the antique look. You know, we do straight stitches, maybe zigzags once in a blue moon.
But the featherweight doesn't do zigzags.
I thought it did. Oh.
That's part of the drawback of that.
Well, I'll just have to go. The only time I use zigzag is on the elastic, so I just have to do the elastic on your machine and then go back down to the featherweight.
To yours.
So, and the one that she has is black with a lot of gold.
The traditional one.
Yeah, the gold flowery looking thing, but it reminds me of Zelda. So I'm like, ooh, this is a Zelda sewing machine. This is awesome. So, okay.
Should we start touching?
We should probably start stitching. So, I had a lot of finishes last week. I have nothing this week. So
I had a lot this week.
You got some finishes?
During the Jingle Ball, I had a lot of time to stitch.
Well, I did too,
but I finished. You got a very good start.
That close to being a finish, but
yes. All right.
Let's go through your finishes.
This is a start and a finish. This is Dalla Horse or Dalla Horse. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I started this for Vicky's birthday.
Stitch and
Button. And it's hashtag everybody should celebrate Vicky's birthday. I had to write that down.
Which we did get to hang out with Vicky a little bit during the Jingle Ball in a chat room.
Yeah.
Which was a lot of fun. I haven't talked to Vicky in a long time. So it was fun to hang out with her and talk back and forth. I mean, there's a few other people in there. I think we kind of hogged the video session, but whatever. There's only 4 of us, but
we did a lot. Vicky and I did a lot of texting back and forth.
They were. My phone was like ding 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 ding, and I'm like, I'm gonna ignore that. So.
And then the next one is the Season to Sparkle. Here's where it was before, and here it is finished. It's by Tiny Modernist. It's on a 28 count Venetian stone, and I used all the called for threads, except on the sparkle I used a toile. You're not gonna be able to see. You never can see on
nope
on camera. So
looks really good though.
But yeah, I'm really proud. I'm really excited, and I'm excited that I've got this much more.
Oh, you got a ton for.
I got a ton to be able to do other things. Yep. And then
3 finishes.
Yeah. And then I finished the candy cane Biscornu.
Man, I thought I was the master with 3 finishes last week. She had to like get on par with me, man.
Here's where it was before.
No, I'm not putting it up there. No.
And here's where it is now. And I think I did pretty good. I got all the... I think I mostly had the top done, and then this part's the bottom. This was my Biscornu class with the blue flower, Janine, right?
Yep.
And so... McGowan? Yeah. So, I know... I was showing something the other day, and I'm like, look how good it is. Look how good it is. That way you couldn't see all my crappy
All the
finishes,
mistakes.
all the mistakes.
Yeah,
But
well.
oh, and then I have one more.
You having 4 finishes?
Well,
Oh.
yeah, actually.
All right. Well, the game's on. I got to get 4 finishes in a month sometime next, or I get 5 finishes in a month next year sometime.
It's not a month. It was 2 weeks, by
Or
the way.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
I will do it.
And then this is another start and finish. I really like those squirrels. I'm not sure if I like these leaves here, but you know, that's fine. It works. And this is by Tiny Modernist. It was a freebie from something from somewhere. I don't know how I got it or anything, but it's a freebie, and it is on Havisham by Picture This Plus. That's all.
That's all.
Anyway.
She had to one up me.
Yeah, well.
All right. Well, bragging rights go to her right now.
Well, I had so many so close, and that I just said, all right, during the Jingle Ball, I was able to, I mean, yeah, they were all really close.
Yeah.
And they're smalls.
Mm-hmm.
And plus I'm trying to lower my whip count. I'll tell you later, but I'm trying to lower my whip count before 2024.
Not me.
There's only I've got only a couple that are even close to a finish, but
So, I got a bunch that are close to a finish, but I'm going to save those up and I'm going to do 10 finishes in 2 weeks.
That sounds great.
Just to like put the bar way up here so I win.
I think you should do that. Good luck with that.
Because it's always Erica wins. That's the game we play around here. Erica wins. Mom wins. We got to have something that Dad wins.
So the kids when they were little, they would go running to the car and they go, I win, and I go, no, you know what, Mom always wins. And so then they would go running to the car and they're like, I win, and I go, who won? Mom always wins. I got tired of them arguing over who won, so yep. I finally, Mom always wins.
So how many whips do you have? So I can figure out the rotation here.
2.
2. Okay.
Yeah, because I finished everything.
The opposite of last week. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll do 2, and then you can show one in. So after our last floss tube, I decided to pick up Old West Dry Goods by Little House Needleworks, or Tumbleweeds, the Tumbleweeds division. And that's what it looks like on the chart. And I'm doing this for my mom.
Mom, don't watch.
She doesn't watch. I don't think she knows about it. Anyway, here's where it was before. And I should probably put a piece of paper behind it. Thank you, sweetie. Mm-hmm. Here's where it is now. And I only put in 370 stitches in, but it really was just kind of getting in. I filled in the barrels over here. I think I put that up there. I don't really remember what I did on this, but it was just kind of detailed work. I think I maybe finished the, which is probably wrong, but I just kind of did some detail stuff on there. So, and this is the top of the sun. There's a sun that's right here. I started that and then stopped, but I got it at least placed so I can go from there. But yeah, that was number 1 right after our last video. The second thing I worked on was a new start, and it is called the Boo Bus from Stony Creek. And this so reminds me of like Scooby-Doo, and I don't know. It's just 70s type of style to me. Love it. And all I kind of got was the top banner. All this is linen, so it kind of went through. So I got the started the banner on the top, and this is fabrics. Oh, I didn't bring my other thing over. I think it's 28 count linen by Dying for Sass. There's not a name for it, but I thought it was kind of psychedelic, 70s ish. Um,
Did we get that when we were at Black Needle?
we
Did,
got
didn't
this
we?
one at Camp Black Needle last year.
Yeah.
Um, and when I got it and I saw this chart, I'm like, hey, this will go really good with this chart just because I thought the 70s. I wish it was a little brighter, but she was like, I was in kind of a dark mood when I did all this fabric. And so a lot of the fabric has a little darker hue to it than her normal stuff, but I think it still works. So, and then I got my I love black cats, which I got from Vicky's Stitch and Button as a needle minder because we have a black cat and it looks exactly like that. So, okay.
Okay, my first whip this week.
Did you print out a new cover chart for it?
No. My first whip week is
It's a bunch of blank
a
squares.
bunch of blank squares. Has not changed. I will print it off when it's all said and done.
Sorry, that's funny to me.
Here's where it was before. And here's where it is now.
You are really doing good keeping up with this weekly.
So I've got a lot of back stitching to do. And I want to do, like the next one, and I want to, like, so Cruella, I finished her. I need to do the back stitching on her, but then I went back to Maleficent because I didn't have her done. I still have to do back stitching on Captain Hook, Maleficent, and Cruella. Oh, and Lady Tremaine, because I still need to do her shoulders. And then I figured out that on the Queen of Hearts, I don't have some back stitching on there too. So the only one I actually finished was Queen
Don't get
Grimhilda.
stuck in the backstitching
I won't.
backlog. The
Kevin's
backstitching
going to
backlog.
be gone next week, and so I will have plenty of time,
Eating
just
bonbons on the
eating
couch,
bonbons and
doing backstitching.
doing back stitching. Yeah, I'll get those done.
Okay. Next up, I worked on my Dragon Affairs by Glendon Place. And it looks something like this. And here's where it was before. And I got I got about 450 stitches in. And here it is now. And I got the D finished. I had the R done before. I got the D finished and the A done. So I'm working across for Dragon. And then I'll start getting the middle section in. And yeah, that was a couple days on that. Just shy of 500. And happy with that. And this is one you made.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in my cool little dragon bag Erica made me. It's all kind of quilted. I don't know if you can see the quilting that she did for me. So, yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Did I do two or one?
You've done one.
I've done one. Okay. Next up, I worked on, I call it Beach Days. I think that's the name of the series, but by Petal Pusher.
Beach Day series, yeah.
Beach Day series, yeah. And I started the next one, which is, what is it called? Patrolling Poultry, which is chickens on a lifeguard stand, which is kind of funny. And if you don't remember, I had what I call Scuba Steve and the Sandy Swine. And I'm doing this all as one chart that looks like that. So here's where it was before. And here's where I got. I pretty much just started getting the outline of the lifeguard stand. And I got the little lifesaver there. I carried the waves over, some of the sand over. And yeah, that's it. Not too much work on there. I only got just shy of 300 stitches, but forward progress. So that's that. All right, you're up next.
Next one is In This House We Do Harry Potter. And this is my oldest whip, and it's going to be done this year. And
Just milking it.
This was a big one, but this one is going to get done this year.
You want some help?
No, I'm just trying to get it so that way you can see the bottom too. All right, there we go. So that's where I am. I only have, I think, 2 more lines and some feet on the side.
What fabric is that? It's beautiful fabric.
It is, yeah, so 2 more lines and feet on the sides, on the corners. It is Nova by Stitche. Yeah, it's right there on that thing.
Huh.
So anyway, I will have this done. Oh, I forgot this one. This one's going to be done this year. So I think I might be able to get 2 more done by the end of this year.
Awesome.
And I'll explain a little bit more on.
Go ahead right now if you want.
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
No, we're not at plans yet.
Not at plans yet. Okay. Oh, I don't even have this one out of the bag yet. The next one I worked on, that's in my Stitch and Button Crow / Blackbird, quote, Blackbird bag, is The Long and Winding Road by Blackbird Designs. And Erica's doing Strawberry Fields?
Octopus's Garden.
Oh, Octopus's Garden. She's doing Octopus's Garden. I'm doing Long and Winding Road. Here's where it was before. And I only got about 300 stitches in, so nothing major. And I did this during one of our challenge groups. So, and here's where it is now. Yep. Oh, you gotta move her around. Was she going upside down?
She was standing on her head.
So I pretty much got this flower in that I call a peacock. But it's a flower. I got these little rows in, and then I carried this down a little bit. And that's about all I got in, but, you know, forward progress is forward progress. And I can't wait to get this done, really, but there's a lot of little popcorn stitches in this that I kind of want to get to now before later. So I may pick this up again soon and just kind of do the onesie twosies, which takes a little while, but you need to get it done. So I'll get it done.
Well, it's nice if it's not on a challenge to get the onesies twosies done.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when it's on a challenge, it's just like, take forever.
And then last but not least, what I worked on, I started this this Friday. So Friday the 1st, right? Mm-hmm. Which was the kickoff to the Jingle Ball, was a chart I picked up at the last Jingle Ball and never touched it. Was Winter Whites by Summerhouse Stitchworks. And it looks something like that. It's only 3 colors. The picture really doesn't do much for it, nor does my stitching show much for it. But in person, it looks really good. Um, I know. I don't know. The camera just does not like this chart. Um, but I almost have a finish on this. And here it is here.
It's looking really good. I think you showed the back.
I was showing the back.
I was
It looks
wondering
really
about
good on the
that.
back too. There you go. And I got just over 1,500 stitches in since Friday night after work through, this is Sunday, the 3rd, and we're about 5 o'clock. So one good full day and 2 kind of 3/4 days on that. And there's where it's at. And I got about 250 stitches left is all I got. A lot of it's little popcorn, um, little onesies and a little 4 squares through that bottom border.
Yeah, there's some berries and
And
some
little white spots on
snowflakes.
the little bare trees there. So it's the little stuff on the last of it, and that will be done. And I did take and I think we said this earlier, a pillow thing from Tracy from Ink Circles, and I think I'm gonna make this into a little pillow. Um, what she calls a wraparound pillow, which you have a little bit of fabric on the front, and it kind of wraps around, and then the fabric comes up on this side also.
So you make like a tube type
Yeah,
thing.
you make like a tube, and
Mm-hmm.
that way it's just not the stitching on the front. You actually get some of the fabric also. So I'm probably gonna give that a shot on this one. And if I can get it done before Christmas, maybe I'll give it as a Christmas gift to my mom or a neighbor or something. I don't know yet. So that was all of our stitching.
Yep. Yep.
I had more than I thought. I thought I might didn't have anything done. Because I had a little lull after recorded after working so much. There was a couple days there where I got maybe 50 stitches in for the day, but that's actually pretty good. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Well, there's there's a fine line between working a lot on one project versus working, a little bit on a lot of projects.
Yeah.
So showing wise, like the YouTube.
Well, even the couple hundred stitches was a pretty good progress. So, um, but yeah, I'm happy with that.
Hmm. Hmm.
So we'll go right into plans for next week. I said I'm flying out in 12, about 15 hours from now. I'll be flying from Oakland, California, over to Phoenix. So
I'll be driving,
Oakland's our closest airport.
driving him to the airport.
No, you're gonna drop me off at the subway.
Yep.
Go hang out with all the hoodlums on the subway. So
Have fun with that.
yeah, all right.
My plan is to stitch a lot. I want to finish the in this house so I can get that done before the end of the year.
Yep.
I always have plans and then they never come to fruition. So I was saying I was gonna do 100 stitches on it each day, and that didn't happen. I was gonna do 300 stitches on on my villains. That didn't happen. So I always have lots of plans and never follow through. So anyway, um, but what I was going for earlier was alluding to earlier was there's people that are doing the 12 by 12,
Mm-hmm.
which is on New Year's Eve. It's the 12 hours until
Noon
New
to
Year's
midnight. Yep.
noon to midnight. And so then you work on a new project or a whip. And one of the ladies, Kia B, she is doing magazine starts, and I was thinking, okay, magazine starts, a lot of them are little, and I can, and then maybe you can get them finished. And so then I started thinking about it, and I don't want to have 12 starts, 12 more whips going into
Her
uh
stats for 2023.
yeah, I don't want my stats to go up 12 more whips because they're not going to get done on New Year's Eve. I mean, they could get done shortly after
2024, yeah.
shortly afterwards, but not done right then. And so I was thinking that I was going to start them on New Year's Day. Take 12 hours and start them on New Year's Day.
Yep. So we're thinking of doing a kind of a 12 by 12 on New Year's Day, starting in the morning and then going hour a piece on each one.
Hour or so a piece.
Yep. Um, I got 7 right now. I haven't got quite any plans figured out for 2024. Um, I fly by the seat of my pants when it comes to stitching, so I just stitch what I want. If I want to start a new start, I start a new start. If I just do whatever I want to. So, well, dinner's ready. Um, but yeah, I just kind of go with the flow. But I do want to get a lot of new starts going because my whip count did dwindle a little bit. Um, my gosh, how
It
long?
will stop. There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how long is that buzzer gonna go off for? Um, my whip count has dwindled a little bit, and I'm kind of going through my current whips, and I love them all. I mean, we all love our whips, but it's just it's not in the mood to kind of stitch that yet. And I'm running out of the stuff I just want to gravitate to. Um, so I'm gonna probably do a lot of starts. I'm hoping to have 12 lined up for January 1. I just don't know if I'm gonna have them all, be able to get them all kitted by then. I don't know. I'm gonna try. But before next floss tube, I got 2 things planned because since I'm going to Phoenix, and I'm going to be living at a hotel from Monday to Friday next week, and I don't have my cool magnification that I normally do or all the lighting I normally do. I do have my little halo light with the magnifier and some nice bright lights, but it's kind of like retreat stitching when you're at a hotel. You're not at the don't have all the bells and whistles that you do when you have at home. So I'm gonna start a button and beads. Called it's Ghost Town, and I have that all ready to go. And I learned this from Vicky Stitch and Button. I have the 6x6 stretcher bars, but the minis and the perforated paper that goes on there fits those perfectly. So you're not fighting the perforated paper, as you're doing the stitch. It's on a little square, and if
And
I
you're not hurting the
yeah,
edges.
you're not fraying the edges, you're not bending the paper at all. It's kind of staying still. It's upstairs next to my work computer, so um, I don't have that down here. And then the next thing I'm going to start while I'm out there, or hopefully while I'm out there, is a pattern by um, Daily Magic Stitch, and it's Albus Dumbledore, and this is on plastic canvas. And his little arms here, you pin them, and they actually move up and down. And it's front and back, so there's a back to him. I can't really turn the paper around, but if I turn this around, it'd actually be the back of Albus and the back of the robe and the back of the hair and everything. So it's actually 2D with the waving arms, and I'm gonna start this while I'm gone too because the 7th is Thursday.
Yes.
And I'll be in Phoenix, and I don't have any. I don't want to bring my normal. 7th is our Harry Potter Stitch Day, and I don't have really anything Harry Potter related or tangent that I can make up a story that's not something I can stitch on in a hotel room. It's all going to be like 40 count, 36 or 32 count, where I want my nice big magnification that I use at home. Um,
You could do this button and beads because there's ghosts in Harry Potter.
I could relate that, but
But
more starts the merrier. And then plans. The one plan I have for the new year, because we are going to be going to a retreat in and I don't know if it's Anaheim or LA. It's all the same to me. Down south,
SoCal.
Southern California, with the Crosses Society put on by Shannon Carroll. There is a Witchy Stitcher retreat in April. I don't think she's going to be there, but it's sponsored by the Witchy Stitcher. So, and I just finished a Witchy Stitcher not too long ago, and I don't have any in play. So I am going to start the Black Pearl. And I got this out of Starlight Stitchery's Halloween box, I think. Or no, Pirate box.
Yeah, the pirate
The
box.
Pirate box from Starlight Stitchery. I know this is available now to everybody. But at the time, it was just an exclusive to Starlight Stitchery's Pirate box. But it is available to everybody now, and I'm going to be starting this in the near future. I don't know if I'm going to have this started by the next Flosstube or not. I'm hoping to, um, but it is on the start list, so that's my plans.
I have no idea what's on my start list.
Well, that's 3 right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I got another one too, but I don't think it's going to make the block for this year. And it's Fishing Santa by, I think that's a Stony Creek.
I don't know.
I can't have 2 Stony Creeks going out at one time, so I
Well,
think
you
it's
can
gonna.
start them. You just can't be working on them.
Yeah, I think it's gonna have to wait till next year. So I haven't even kitted it up yet. So I got the specialty floss, but that's about it. So all right.
All right.
So I got a mess on the floor, mess in front of me.
I'm hungry.
I got my haircut.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and it was going off. So I think that's a wrap. We'll have one more by the end of the year.
Hopefully.
No, we will have one more by the end of the year. Might be on New Year's Eve, and it might not be much of a video, but we'll have one more by the end of the year, and we'll wrap it up. And then start of the new year, we'll actually be getting to our 1 year anniversary. So that's kind of cool. I can't believe we've been doing this for about a year now. So
yeah, it's crazy.
I appreciate everybody that's subscribed and follow along with our little journey here. And as we learn how to present stuff, I mean, really, we watched Flosstube, and it's different when you're in front of the camera. I tell you that. So
yeah.
All right. Until next time, happy stitching, everybody. Thank you again.
Bye.
Bye bye.